So here's an interesting tidbit that's coming up. So the NASA's Inspector General, we've talked about this a week or so ago.
Right.
They said that, hey, 4.1 billion to launch for SLS is unsustainable. So what does the House Appropriation Committee do? They just added another billion above that and for bad reallocation.
Right.
So they doubled down on a bad idea. So
yeah.
I had to throw that in there because unless you don't see it in print somewhere, it's just you can't believe a story like that.
No, it's like, wait, am I reading that right?
Yeah.
You're like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Like the person,
I hate to say this. Is this some kind of a weird formation of Trump derangement syndrome? Is that like because it was Trump's budget? Okay, we're going to reject it. Because we hate him. I don't know. I don't get it anymore.
You put your faith. I mean, the point of an inspector general's office is to be the outside, hopefully voice of reason to examine what's going on. Is this the right thing? How much is it going to cost? And then to give advice. And you usually don't ignore the inspector general of any organization. NASA has one. The Department of the Army has one. Even the CIA has an inspector general. Like all of the big orgs in NASA, in the federal government, have an inspector general, and you're not supposed to ignore them. But they're like, here's what we're doing. So
I know a guy like that. One of our friends, their in-law, like this woman's father-in-law, was maybe NASA. I don't remember his NASA of the Air Force. He was an inspector general.
Okay.
Back during the Apollo days. Way back then. So he's like 90 something now, right?
Yeah, sure.
But he's still like sharp and he has, and he has stories to tell, and how he did things. And oh my God, why would you not listen to a guy like that?
Right. I'm gonna read this. By the way, who thinks that this language is AI written? It's two numbers that sit alongside each other. That's how my AI talks all the time. Not a person. A person does not talk that way. Two figures then. The first is a 4.1 billion per launch, an audit conclusion produced by an internal accounting office whose job is precisely to identify costs that the agent itself cannot or will not. The second is roughly $1 billion, the amount added by House Appropriations above NASA's own SLS request in a single appropriation cycle, accompanied by binding language preventing reprogramming. Oh, man.
But they followed up again. The structural question it raises is not whether SLS should exist or not, or whether the Artemis architecture is the right approach. Those are separate arguments. The question is narrower and more interesting when an agency's inspector general, their own budget submission, and the executive branch's OMB all point towards spending less on a particular line item, and the legislative branch responds by spending more. What is the appropriations process actually optimizing for? That is a huge, vaguely important question.
How are you supposed, as an entrepreneur at that intersection of space and money, how are you supposed to take that signal? Like business as usual, the old way, or it's kind
of what happens is it doesn't happen at all. That signal is so conflicting. You just have to sit back and fold your arms and just punt and watch,
right,
until something definitive comes out either way, and then you know what move to make. But you can't make any decisions based on something like this right now.
Yeah,
you can't.
Dallas has got an insight here. I feel like it's worth bringing up. SLS will continue to be funded until other launch vehicles successfully fly. SLS has successfully flown twice. I get that, but and we don't want to lose capability. I'm all for that. And of course, money in their districts and states, for sure, that's a driver. We always know that. But it is frustrating to watch this kind of play out the way that it is. This is the kind of thing that killed Beale Aerospace 25 years ago or whatever it was. This is exactly the kind of hostile signal to industry that cost them, and I think that set us back decades.